Hey y'all. Okay, so I think we are officially live. Hey y'all, hey, welcome back. Kingdom blessings to each and every one of you. So we're gonna go ahead and dive right on in, and I want you to know what section of your credit report do you actually look at first. So if you can drop that in the comments, that'll give me feedback so I'll know what kind of material to keep pushing out and how we should go forth from each angle. All right. So, of course, if you're new here, just say who you are, where you're tuning in from, so that we can get acquainted. All right. So that I can know who's tuning in, who's watching me. All right. So, um, I'm going to be posting a link in the comment section. That's for those who said I want the audit guide. All right. So I'm going to just stay until the end and then I'm going to get that link out for you. All right. But what I do want you I want you all to know how to fix your report. Okay? We're going to do that one today. So your credit report, it has 5 sections. Now, I want you all to get out a pen and a piece of paper, okay? Because we're about to spit out some information. You're going to want this information. All right? So I'll just give y'all about a good minute. I'll give y'all about a good minute because we got one more minute before we're supposed to actually technically start. So I'll give y'all about a cool minute and then we'll go ahead and get in. All right. And so I pray our day is just amazing. I actually did go out and I got me some more coffee one today, which is amazing. Oh, excuse me. Let me make sure. Ooh. All right. So let's go ahead and get started, you guys. Okay. So your credit report has 5 sections. Okay. 5. And I promise you, most people open that report, they look at the collections, they see something scary, and then they begin to close that report. Okay. Listen, you guys, your credit report, the worst thing you can do when it comes to your credit report is to close it, is to look at it and close it. Actually, let me take that back. The worst thing you can do to your credit is to not even look at your credit. Now, that's the worst thing that you can do, it right? So get your notes out again. This information that I'm about to give you is worth writing down, y'all. I'm serious. A lot of y'all is like, nah, I'll just listen. But I'm telling you, if you write the information down and you apply the information, you will see a difference in your credit report. Okay. Now, the financial system, it has a book on you. So we've talked about this. They call it your credit report, okay? And they have been writing information in it since the very first time that you even borrowed money or since you opened an account. Told you your banks, people don't know this, your bank will give the bureaus information on you. So if you move, if you get a new job, just know that your bank is reporting and updating that information with the credit bureaus. You know, it's kind of crazy because a lot of people will be like, well, I did not know that information. Listen, they be snitching. They be snitching. But anyway, so the bureau's book of you, all right, it speaks to your access though. It speaks what you're allowed to partake in and what you're not allowed to get. And so, and while God's version of your story is the final word, as we know, the bureau's version is what determines whether the bank says yes or no. Okay, it determines whether the landlord approves your application, whether the car dealership gives you a good rate or the one that costs you about 4 bands extra over the course of the next 5 years. So we need to make sure what's in their file is actually telling the truth about you. Okay. Because right now on today, 1 in 4 credit reports in America, 1 in 4 credit reports in America, it contains an error that's so significant enough to get someone denied for credit. That's 1 in 4, you guys. So that may be you, okay? And you won't know until you really truly sit down and look at your credit report. All right. So before we get into the 5 sections, I need to clear something up that really confuses a lot of people that I've seen. Now, your credit report and your credit score are two different things. They are not the same. So your credit report is the full file. That means every account, every payment, every collection, and every inquiry, right? So going back up to 10 years, I tell people stay off Credit Karma. I don't want to keep dropping names, but stay off of these sites that does not provide you a full, thorough breakdown of your credit report, because sites like the one that I just mentioned, they do not go back that many years. But if you go to the one that I did put in on day one, day two, the annualcreditreport.com, that has your factual, lengthy, full credit reports that you can download each bureau for free. All right, pages long. Okay, pages long. You need everything, not just a borderline of things. All right, so let's get back to it. Now, your credit score is just one, it's a 3-digit number, all right, that someone calculated based on what's inside your credit report. So think of it like a court case, right? Your report is all the evidence. You got every document, you have every witness, you got every piece of proof, and your score is the verdict that the judge handed down based on that evidence, all right? So now, if the evidence is wrong, right? If there are errors in that file, then the verdict is wrong too. Y'all following me? So that is why people have a 540 and they have no idea why. Because nobody told them to check the evidence. This is so good. No one told them how to do their due diligence, right? And so they just keep staring at the verdict. They keep staring at what the bureau said. They keep staring at what people have put on their credit report, right? We are going into the evidence on today. Somebody drop evidence in the comments. You come back for the replay. Drop the word evidence in the comment section. Okay, so like I said, we're not going to be before you too long. It's almost 10 minutes. I want you to write down these 5 key factors that is going to help you on today. And we're going to go one by one. So I want you to write down number one. Number one is personal information. Y'all, this is so little, but it is so huge. Okay. This is the most skipped information. This is the most dangerous information. This is the most vital information. This includes your name. This includes all variations of your name. It includes your social security number, your date of birth, your current and your past addresses. This includes your phone numbers and your employers. Okay. It does not affect your credit score, but do not skip it because it plays and it has invisible hands into what, and it has hands and it has a, let's just put it like this. Your personal information can affect your score. Okay. It can affect your score in a way, but it does not affect your score in a way. Give or take, if you clear up your personal information, it will help allow the negative items to be deleted. Let's put it out like that. All right. So this is a step that you do not want to skip. All right. So you're making sure that your name is correct across all bureaus. You're making sure that your social is correct. You don't need a full social, just the last 4. You're making sure that your date of birth is correct. My name is Shayola, Shaola. If I look on my report and they got Shada, like they did have, then that needs to be reported because I do not know that woman. Okay, stuff like this needs to be disputed. And we got a lot of people that have not checked their credit report, but they have so many errors up there. Y'all, if you get this information cleaned up, it'll look better to the lenders. If you get this information cleaned up, then you'll be able to get more. Your lending power is more powerful. Y'all hear me say this. This section is so small, but it has a huge impact. It really does. Okay. Don't, but it do. All right. So that's number one, your personal information. Make sure that you're cleaning up your personal information. Number two is your account history. These are your trade lines, where most danger or damage is hidden. All right, that's in the account of the report, right? So that's every credit card, that's every car loan, every mortgage. That's the student loans, whether they're open or they're closed, up to 10 years, you guys. So it shows the creditor name. It shows the date that the account was open. It shows the credit limit on that account. It shows the current balance and the month by month payment history. So you have a full month or the years, and they'll have either check boxes or saying paid or okay. And then we got the late, so it'll let you know at the bottom if you was ever late on that account. So that is the account history. All right. So this is the bulk of it, right? Number three, I want you to write down the collections check for duplicates. All right. These are the collections. There are debts sold to a collection agency reported separately from your original accounts. So one debt can show up two times, but you want to make sure that that does not happen. Okay. You do not even know. You're thinking, oh, that is my debt, but what if it is reported incorrectly? We're going to talk about that. How is that debt reporting? That's how you can leverage by getting a deletion, right? How is it reported? I know it's yours, but how did they report it? All right. So we're definitely going to hit on that. I don't want to get too ahead of myself. Just one bit of information at a time. All right. So once from the original creditor, that's what you need, and once from the collector. Both of them will hurt your score, but you want to make sure, okay, that it's not showing up twice. All right. So that's the collections. All right. So far, number one, we had personal information that's on your credit report at the top. Then you come down, you'll see all of your account history. All right. And then you come down some more, you'll see the collections, the charge offs, right? Things of that sort. And then we have number four, and these are your public records. These are the liens, right? The tax liens, um, bankruptcies, right? Chapter 7, it stays for about 10 years. Your bankruptcy chapter, oh Lord, 13, it stays about 7 years. All right. Hold on. I think I said that backwards. Let me say it again. Your chapter 7 stays about 10 years, and your chapter 13 bankruptcy stays about 7 years. But we know when it comes to credit repair, you can get anything removed off of your credit report in months. Okay. It does not have to take 7 years, but it will take 7 years. This is the statute of limitation. If y'all ever heard of statute of limitation, I'm gonna make sure that I do a live over that as well to kind of break it down. But you literally have every state has a set time to where these accounts will fall off by itself. But it's like, who want to wait 7 years for an account to fall off? Who want to wait 10 years for an account to fall off? We're not doing that. Like, no, we're going to go ahead and challenge this immediately, expeditiously. Yeah. Mm-mm. So these are your public records, right? If you see a tax lien, dispute it immediately. I mean, immediately dispute it. And so, the last section that's on your credit report that you will see is your increase. Now, this increase, we know increase come in soft increase and we have hard increase. All right. So increase, the soft increase, those pools, they never hurt you. And I tell people, because people come to me and they like, oh, you repair credit, it's going to hurt my credit. Can I tell you, you guys, I've been repairing credit since 2021. When the consumer, right, or when a credit repair specialist pull your report, we have means on pulling the report. And if you pull the report, it will not ding you. Okay. You pulling your own report, you can see your report every day. That's why when you check your Credit Karma, it never hurts you. Why? Because you, as the consumer, by law, you can pull your own credit report as much as you want to. Now, it's different when you go into a car lot. It's different when you go into, let's see, Macy's, and they say, well, can I have your social security number? That's different. Why? Because now they want to run your social, but you just checking it, that's a soft pull. And I try to tell people that does not hurt your score. Okay. So hard increase. All right. That's when you go out, like I was just saying, you go out and you apply for credit, right? That's a hard increase. Now, usually the hard increase will stay on your credit report for 2 years. And we know that can hurt ding your report and it can lower your score. All right. So soft increase, you can check it on your own. You can get a pre-approval screening when the employer check it. That never affects your score ever. All right. So a lot of you all can get free right there, because I know a lot of people be like, I'm not checking my credit report because it's gonna hurt me. No, it will not. All right. So, all right. I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna break down the thick of what we just went over, because our time here is very well spent. I did mention in the beginning, for those that wanted to take advantage of the credit guide that I have. So that is $49. It's a credit audit guide. It's a PDF download where I literally it's instant. It's step by step. It's going to help you find your own errors that's on your credit report. It's going to cover all the sections of the report. I include a dispute letter that I actually get deletions with. So y'all lucky on that one. I did put in some information that'll help you get some quick wins within 30 days. And that's $49. And I do want to go ahead and drop that link um, in the chat. Just give me one moment while I get that link. Let's see. Okay. All right. So I am definitely putting that in the comments for you all. Yeah. So you should be able to see that here. Is there a way that I can pin it? I can pin it. This is the first time that I've ever pinned the message, by the way. Okay. So that's that. If you're one and you're saying, Shayola, I don't want to do a credit guide. I want the full program. Then I just want to let you know that that full program is $497 down. That's for onboarding. It comes with the whole entire roadmap, the credit audit. It comes with trade lines, positive accounts, you name it. Disputing the negative items. It comes with the whole thing. So it's $497 down. It's $47 per month. And when you pay that $47 a month, you'll also pay the $29 for your credit reports. Okay. And so, of course, your disputes will get handled by me and my team every month. And like I said, I will help identify the areas that is hurting your credit report, and then so that we can come up with a game plan so that you can sort within the next 30 days. So you can definitely reach out to get the link for that to start that program. And so, yeah, this is how you all can work with me, you all. All right. So again, my name is Shay. Our time here is well spent. I pray that you all go back and write down the information. I think this will be a part two, because I do have more notes on this episode. But again, we'll do part two on tomorrow, because I don't want these videos to be super duper long. All right, y'all. This is Shay here at Kingdom Wealth, your credit educator. I will see you all on tomorrow. Be blessed.